Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Yonko Duo. I'm Matt,
And I'm Chris. And
and
today,
today we're going to be talking about Karasu, the Crow Man, the Crow Meister, the
the one and only, the Itachi ripoff, all that jazz. We're getting into his devil fruit today, because it was actually revealed in the last chapter that came out, along with quite a couple of other pieces. But we just kind of wanted to break down the devil fruit, go over everything we know about it, and go over what possibilities could come of it in the future.
absolutely. And there's so many different options about special logias. Is that a thing?
I think it
Special
is.
paramecias are a thing, and zones have mythical zones. So, I mean, everyone except Logia kind of has a special thing these days. So
Hmm.
why can't Soot?
I agree. Let's just start off with the basics of Karasu. So he's part of the Revolutionary Army. I believe he's part of the North. He's the leader of the North Division. Am I right or am I wrong about that? I think it's the North Division.
It might be South.
It might be South. It's one of them. It's one of them. We'll put it up right here once we do figure it out. But he's got the classic crow mask and he talks really quietly. And for a long time, people thought he had like the bird cage devil fruit. But lo and behold, in this most recent chapter, we find out that it's Soot, and now we have a lot of questions. Soot seems like it's a Logia, like you were saying there, Matt. What do you think about it? It's a full Logia, but it's like a special category.
Yeah, I mean, because soot is something that is made from a different element. It's not an it's not a natural element, I believe. Because if we're going on what Vegapunk said about how devil fruits have a mind of their own, and it's based on someone wanting something really, really badly. So, someone wanted the power of fire, someone wanted the power of lightning, and then someone was wanting to have the power of soot or like grinded up charcoal. And when it comes to Karasu, he's a master at his devil fruit, absolutely. Awakened, I gotta say he's awakened. I It's a strange awakening, but with the skills that he is showing, he has to be awakened. And I don't really understand his dynamic with crows. Chris, what do you think?
So it's an interesting one, and I'm glad you kind of got into that area because I'm looking up the word crow in Japanese, and the name of it is Karasu. What's the name of soot in Japanese? Soot. Susu. Nowhere close to Karasu. Maybe it's
It's kind of close.
Karasu,
Karasusu.
Susu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karasusu, you know?
So maybe that's more of like a play that Oda's doing because he always does these type of like next level wordplay pieces. I don't speak Japanese. I can't really talk to it. But I think that he could probably create other pieces outside of just crows. He's very adept at creating crows. We've seen Sabo fly on the backs of these crows. We've now seen him attack people with them. In actually the chapter before the most recent, I believe that was chapter 1083. He ended up in a confrontation with Fujitora of all people, which was absolutely it's seeing Fujitora as well as Greenville in Marijois going toe to toe against these revolutionaries is interesting. We do see that they're being held back, but man, it feels like Karasu actually did a pretty good job against Fujitora, or at least he escaped, so he must have done something right.
I mean, escaping and holding your own, definitely two different things. But
Hmm.
still, when it comes to I'm kind of thinking like Rick and Morty right now. Rick and Two Crows. It's now Sabo and Two Crows or Sabo and Karasu. I mean, between the two of them, I feel like their dynamic back and forth is going to be significantly closer than Sabo's connection with the other three commanders.
Hmm. Yeah. Really, I'm just looking forward to seeing what he has going on. I think that you hit the nail on the head with that he is a special Logia type. I don't know if I agree with you that he's awakened or not. Awakenings are, I'm not seeing him change his environment with the soot fruit yet. I feel like if he was awakened, he could touch something and it would become soot, but that's just me. Outside of that, I don't know if we have too much more information to add about Karasu, unless you have anything else.
I'm not sure if I have anything else, but I will say this: deeply upset that he's not a doctor.
Yeah.
Deeply upset. Having a plague mask doctor running around that just, you know, he's walking around looking like death. He
hmm
has the death mask. Why couldn't he just have some helpful crows? Like have a crow fly over with some medical supplies, or the I don't know, just do something more doctory.
Yeah.
Karasu, the dresses like a evil doctor, has no correlation to doctors, has a devil fruit for soot with no correlation to crows, just really loves crows. Like he has a lot going on, and I just hope that his background is flushed out.
I agree. Do you think that the revolutionaries like have like on the Straw Hats, it's Chopper, like on the Law Pirates, like all of them are doctors, I guess, pretty much. Like, do the revolutionaries have a designated doctor, or is it just like some side characters that are, we're the doctors of the revolutionary? Like, it would be cool if it was Karasu. You know what I'm
Well, we
saying?
we haven't been told of a doctor yet. Um, I feel like there might have been some background characters that had some, a stethoscope around them at some point, but
Hmm.
no named characters out of the Revolutionaries have shown that they have any doctor medical skills.
It would have been cool to see Karasu as a as kind of that doctor role that you're putting out there, especially because soot is like probably filled with bacteria, so it kind of be very contradictory. Like he tries his
Yeah.
best to be a doctor, but like his ability is probably not the best for it. Um, but yeah,
I
that's really all the information
imagine
we have on
imagine him
Karasu.
fighting Doc Q.
That would be a great fight, Karasu versus Doc Q. Doc Q's abilities we'll have to get into more because the most we've seen him do with them was transform Law into a woman, right? We haven't seen him do anything else with his devil fruit.
Right, but the sick fruit and the soot
We can
soot
presume.
fruit, like this, you get soot in your lungs, bam, you're sick. You get
hmm
soot in your eyes are filled with bacteria, you're gonna go blind. Like, you know, they their devil fruits are kind of similar in a sense that they just basically ruin any living organism.
Yeah, yeah, they both kind of are. They do not have well-equipped devil fruits for being doctors, especially Doc Q. Um, but really, I think that's all we have to say on Karasu here. His bounty is 400. Is that 400 million? Yeah, that's 400 million. He's going to bounty 400 million, showing that the world government considers him a fairly deep threat. He's cool. I like him a lot. Honestly, he's probably one of my favorite revolutionary commanders. I think Morley might be my personal favorite, but Matt, how about you? Who's the favorite revolutionary commander here?
Well, right now we're talking about Karasu. I gotta go with my man
Karasu
Karasu.
takes the cake for
I
you.
mean, there's his background's gonna be flushed out more, and his connections with Sabo are definitely gonna be the strongest out of all of them
Mm,
for sure. But
the Flame
I
Emperor and the Soot
yeah,
go well.
I I think on that wraps it up for today.
Yanko Duo signing out.
Take care.